Tell me about how it has been for you guys for 70 years together. How is it? How do you like it? Do you like it?
We got married a week after she finished college.
Where was that?
In New York, Riverdale.
So you've been happy with your bride for 70 years?
I had no choice.
What about you, Evie?
So lucky.
Evie said we had to get married.
That's good. God bless you guys. You know, it's so much fun to see you guys all these years. Yeah. Michael.
Does that make way for hobbits? I think so. Yeah. How is your Wanda connection persisting? Have you been in touch?
Good, if you can hear my voice, clap twice. Please go get seated and then we'll call you up to the buffet. We'll get some wine on your table and we're going to begin eating for the next hour. Okay, so go have a seat. Here he goes.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, how am I going to get this whole table? Over here. Wait.
They have their own,
like kind of like a fake tree.
It was a tree.
It was like a Flintstones vitamin.
Yeah.
From the dentist.
I just heard.
Oh, it was wonderful. It was a wonderful celebration.
Karen and I just got to 37 years. I think it's 37. A little bit more than half of what Ernie and Eva have just done. Pretty good. I think we can make it to 70. I haven't talked to Karen about this. Ernie and Eva, game on. There's a little song to mark today. Hey, Ernie, Eva, how'd you do it? We're in awe of this amazing feat. You have now set the bar so high, but we will try to beat it nonetheless. I'll be 104 and Karen 97, you guys 126 and 124. We'll hit 70 years when you're at 103. The year will be 2059 and we'll all be in our prime. Competitive marriage is really lots of fun. 70's only a number. We're just happy you're not done. Much love.
We're so glad you're here.
I'm Danny.
I'm Karen. And wait, here we go. Thank you for joining us to honor our parents and celebrate their 70th anniversary. We're so happy you're all here.
There is a tradition in our culture of saving the most beautiful words for last. The most grateful words that would have meant the most to the people who they were about. But usually they don't have the opportunity to hear them. It's a eulogy that we say over the casket. But my siblings and I think this is a mistake. For one thing, like my parents have done and like we all should be doing, you should be telling the people that you love how much you love them all of the time.
And today we want to tell you, more than that we love and admire you, we want you to know how your influence has shaped us to become the senior citizens that we are today.
Today, Mom and Dad, you are going to hear some of the reasons we love and admire you while you are very much alive.
70 years. 70. Kol hakavod. All the honor. Most love stories don't last past the early and middle chapters. Danny and I have both learned that. But here are our parents, Evie and Ernie, still married, still choosing each other, still cooking for each other, attending the theater and opera and traveling and other occasions, occasionally annoying each other, but doing all of this with awareness and sensitivity to each other's needs, joys, quirks, and irritations.
You guys have set wonderful examples for the three of us on how to persevere in hard times and how to recognize and relish good times. Your commitment to each other and to us when we were growing up helped us become the parents that we are today.
You have taught us to love the world, not from a distance, but by being in it. Engaged, giving, helping, traveling the world with our eyes and hearts wide open.
Sorry. In 1967, you yanked us from our comfort zone at Columbus Elementary School, where Miss Green terrified us daily. You packed up 3 kids and moved us to Malmo, Sweden for a year. We adapted as kids do and eventually thrived. We learned to speak Swedish, made friends with the local kids, and traveled throughout Europe in our new Volvo. This experience opened our minds to life outside of the United States.
In 1978, Chiki and I traveled
Is
to
that the one
Australia
we
when we had
know?
a second sabbatical, and we lived in Moonbi, the name of the house where Dad grew up in Sydney, Australia. We did that to keep our grandfather Victor company after his wife Liesl had died, and that there was a lesson in kindness. While we were there, we came to love what Dad loved about Australia: body surfing in the ocean, hiking in the bush, and making his childhood friends, mostly other immigrants, and his chosen family, our chosen family too. It was a good adventure. It was good to be with our grandpa called Butch and with the Australian New Bruns, and to learn about Dad's roots.
You also taught us about friendship, what it costs, and what it's worth.
One of the things that we most admire about you is how you continue to evolve at your age. This makes the three of us the envy of many of our friends. At 91 and 93, you've buried most of your dearest friends, the ones who knew you way back when, and who held the history of your lives in their memory. This kind of loss doesn't have a name, really. It's its own kind of grief that accumulates year after year. You often joke that most of your social events are funerals and memorial celebrations.
I don't know if that's supposed to be funny, but anyway. And yet, you keep showing up. You make new friends. In fact, many of our friends have become your friends too. Zimmer and kindness. You ask questions and show genuine interest in people. You fend off loneliness by getting to know new people who came into your lives decades after most people would have stopped trying to make friends.
And that's not small. You taught us to keep welcoming new friends into our lives because community makes life sweeter. You taught us to keep our brains engaged, to never stop learning, and to never stop teaching. If you know, my dad is still teaching at the Farm Institute. You taught us to keep celebrating, and Judaism gives us so much of that opportunity. Shabbat dinner, Hanukkah and Sukkot parties, Passover seders, Torah study, and the millions of people who gather together. A source of support, of intellectual life, of genuine joy that carries us all. Jewish life has been one of your greatest gifts to us.
You set wonderful examples on the importance of staying fit, not out of vanity, but in order to get outside and enjoy our precious world. You took us skiing, hiking, backpacking, and encouraged us to explore the world of summer camps, Outward Bound, ski patrol, and many other fun adventures.
Dad's dedication to the garden inspires us and everyone who sets foot in it. Beware of visiting 6683 Harvard, as you most likely will be drafted into joining Erni in one garden project or another, never mind the heat or the rain. In the old days, we often hiked with friends. Now Eva walks with her friends, both old and new. We appreciate your refusal to treat your health as someone else's problem to solve. You planned, you tended, you paid attention, and when illness came and continues to come, you face it with some courage and practicality you bring to all aspects of your life.
You don't protest illness, you face it, you handle it, and then you go back to participating in life. And here's something we don't say enough. The fact that you remain so vital and so capable is its own kind of generosity. You have spared us so much worry. You have shown us what is possible as one ages. It's amazing how you do it, and everyone in this room wants to follow your example.
You both left your countries of origin, which happen to be the same, after losing so much. Mom's family moved to London and to New York City, Washington Heights specifically, and Dad's family ended up in Sydney, Australia. Hitler took your world apart before you had a chance to build it. You arrived without aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandparents that most of us now take for granted. Your families had to build a life from nothing in a new language.
You could have isolated yourselves in the safety of the immigrant community, the immigrant Jewish community, as many other immigrants did.
Instead, you turned outward. You had big careers in academic dentistry and learning disabilities, and you made friends all over the world. You fought for school integration and took us to peace marches during the Vietnam War. And you still join us when we stand in protest of the current administration.
As parents ourselves, nothing makes us happier than to see our kids loving each other, and the cousins loving each other too. I know that you feel the same way about us. You wanted us to love and appreciate each other. You didn't just say love one another, you showed us what that looked like. You encouraged us to support each other. So I want to say this now, you succeeded. As siblings, we agree that this is definitely one of the greatest gifts you gave us.
We get our robust family love from you. You don't just love us, you love the 6 grandchildren. Like you, the 3 of us cherish and we seek time together with our kids and their friends. Our kids might even say we add a little pressure to them spending time with us. I wonder where we get that.
And now, as our children begin to marry and bring new people into the circle, we watch you welcome them the same way, completely, warmly, without reservation. You've shown us that love and generosity is not a finite resource. There is always more love to go around.
And our lifelong friends, the Sophers, the Steins, the Lyons, the Cattons, the Wortmans, or just some of those friends that are here today.
We have loved all of them for a very long time, thanks to you. We learned from you that family isn't only blood. And because our cousins lived so far away, and there weren't many of them, you helped us adopt the Soper family as our cousins in every way that counts. You valued that special friendship, and you tended to it with togetherness on Shabbat dinners, and ski trips, camping adventures, Passover seders, and you let us know that if you died, Mark and Joan would finish raising us. And that was oddly comforting when you hopped on a plane to Europe.
As you often did. Because you knew better than most what it means to lose your people, we learned how to maintain and appreciate these chosen friendships.
70 years ago, you made a promise to each other. And you have kept it through the decades, through all your travels, through loss and illness and joyous celebrations, and conflict and sabbaticals, and a dog named Flicka of blessed memory, and grandchildren and new friends and old grief.
You didn't just survive, you thrived, and you brought us along with you.
So today, we are saying it now, well, I'm pretty sure you can hear us. Well, we can see your faces, and I think you can see ours. Thank you. We love you, and we appreciate the life lessons they taught us. Please raise a glass.
To 70 years.
And everything you've given us.
We hope to emulate you. You've been amazing role models. Please join us.
To
70 years to Eva and Ernie.
Here, here.
Amazing role models through the years of how to create such a beautiful marriage and just a beautiful community around them, right? We're in a space right now with tons of people from all ages, from all backgrounds, who all love Grandma and Grandpa so much. Through the years, they've brought in more and more people to our family who we're so lucky to have around. And they're just community leaders. Everyone around them is lucky to get to be around them and feels so close to them. They each in their own right have the ability to give people exactly what they need in every moment and make them feel safe, make them feel like they're the only person in the room, as Linda just said. It's an unbelievable skill, and I feel so lucky to get to be a part of this beautiful community and family. Another huge thing that they've been a role model in is staying together for 70 years. No matter how tired of each other they get, they push on through, and they continue to build such an amazing family and community. And I'm just so lucky to have you two in my life. Love you guys. Congratulations.
It's an honor to celebrate this truly remarkable day with you. A 70th wedding anniversary. Wow. Truly incredible. The platinum anniversary symbolizes endurance, purity, and a love that never tarnishes. And your marriage embodies all of that. What an achievement. 7 decades together, weathering life's challenges and changes, and still standing strong and unbreakable. It's remarkable and enviable. And after only 36 years of marriage, I can only hope that Mickey and I are lucky enough to follow your example. You have both been profoundly important to the Sofer family, especially for our mom after our dad passed away. She considered the two of you, Eva and Ernie, her closest friends and family at heart. You were like second parents to me when you spent the sabbatical year in Israel with regular Friday night dinners, hikes together at Wadi Tel, and even a weaving class together with Eva. There is hardly a childhood memory that doesn't include Eva, Ernie, and the newborn kids. Your friendship has been woven into our lives for more than 65 years, a gift we cherish deeply. Thank you for showing me what true friendship looks like. Thank you for your constant love, your steady support, and the countless joyful moments we've shared together.
My earliest memories include the two of you. Yours was one of the first phone numbers and addresses I memorized. And it's one of the very few I still know to this day. This came in handy the first time I took the bus to San Francisco. I was truly a little girl. My target, 1823 8th Avenue, of course. Not knowing the difference between streets and avenues. Completely lost somewhere downtown. Luckily, I found a payphone and dialed 415-731-7421. With your guidance, I made it exactly where I needed to be. Home, your home. The two of you have influenced my life in so many ways, I can't begin to separate out who I am to whom I would be without you. Some of these stories you know well, like Erni, solidifying my nickname, Goph. But Eva, you taught me to conserve water while washing dishes in Australia, of all places. I'm sure it's not the thing you remember. Mostly, the two of you together opened your hearts and home such that I never felt there was a time I wasn't welcome nor a moment I wasn't loved. Your presence in our lives, our children's lives, has been a blessing beyond measure. We wish you many more years together, filled with good health and so much love.
Mike, no Mike. How about that? All right, so I'm going to assume you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay. So I toasted Eva about 1.5 years ago on her 90th, and I hope everybody remembers how great a person she is, what a great life she led. But this is a moment to talk about the two of them. Yes, 70 years. We, Vanage and I just finished our 36th, and we're over halfway, I'll have you know, and we are catching up, so watch out, okay? Yeah, it's a competition, Okay, but, my feeling is marriage, it's really about stick-it-to-itness. You find somebody who will stick it out with you, and it can be a wonderful life. And I see that.
Stick it to him?
Yeah, that's right. Stick it to him and stick it to this. Yes. So Eva once said the first 35 years are the hardest. I feel like we've crossed a nice threshold here, so that Vanage and I are like smooth sailing for the next 34. We've only known, I think Debbie or Ruth said they had known for 65 years. I only remember 55 years of the Newbrins. But one of my favorite memories of all time is I sort of had outgrown the Tawonga programs, and I really wanted to do backpacking. So I got a Sierra Club trip in the middle of Canada in Mount Robson Provincial Park. Nobody knows where that is. So at 16 or 17, I fly out to Edmonton, Canada by myself. I hook up with this group. I get on a bus in Edmonton, Canada, and we go to this just random provincial park way in the middle of nowhere. And I get off the bus, and who do I see in the middle of nowhere but even Erni? Doing some random world exploration that they always do. They were waiting for me. But I have this wonderful, vivid memory of seeing them in the middle of nowhere, and it's a testament to the fact that they are dedicated to doing everything, everywhere, all the time, and truly wonderful. I could speak on and on and on about how much I cherish their friendship and how much I love the whole Newbern clan and how wonderful we feel having them part of our lives. But I want to say especially how welcoming they were and still are to Vanaja. Yes. Here I uprooted Vanaja from a wonderful life in India, and I'm torturing her in America here. And
You're not.
She's all alone, and they were always this wonderful, welcoming clan.
Yes.
All generations, and your marriage is a model, and it set a tone, and everything the kids talked about who you are, and how you as a family and as a couple function is really a wonderful model, and I want to thank you and honor you, and here is to 7 years of marriage.
Hey.
I do, yeah. I mean, I figure.
One more, please.
That house is still
Michael,
great.
aren't you right? Where do you live now?
We're in El Cerrito.
When I drive to my valley,
Over Clarendon. Yes, that's right. That's where we moved from 72. That's right. Should I go pee before we go?
Yeah, go.
It looks like something that needs shade.
Lily.
No, it's not a lily. Oh,